Peace, family. This is Lions doing another news and commentary. Eric Reid, who was a former safety of the San Francisco 49ers, and of course he's the same player that in the last 2 years that taken a knee for Colin Kaepernick, has reached an agreement yesterday with with the Carolina Panthers on a 1-year deal. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this video, and I'm gonna give you the rest of my commentary.
All right, we'll solve inside the NFL Network newsroom with breaking news. The Panthers signing safety Eric Reid to a 1-year contract. He's been a free agent since this offseason after spending the first 5 years with the 49ers. Now, he was one of Colin Kaepernick's most vocal supporters, kneeling alongside the former quarterback to protest racial equality and social injustice during the National Anthem. For more on this breaking news story, we bring in NFL Network insider Ian Rapoport as we digest the news that Eric Reid has signed a 1-year deal with the Carolina Panthers. And Ian, how is it that now Eric Reid has found a job with the Panthers after so many months, 6 or more months or so, of looking for a job?
Well, it simply became a situation of a team like the Carolina Panthers with a serious need. Seriously went on injured reserve earlier in the week with a concussion. The Panthers simply needed a safety. He was the top free agent safety available, as he actually has been for several months, but it got to a point in the season there were simply no other options for the Panthers, and they made what is being described to me as a football decision. And this is a team that it's not like they ignored Eric Reid in the past. Remember, they tried to sign a corner in free agency. They signed Searcy in free agency rather than Eric Reid. So it's not like this has been a need beforehand. It just became a need for them this week. And, of course, it also took an owner like David Tepper, new to the NFL, but pretty outspoken in his belief in, one, players themselves, how they work in the community, the kind of knowledge they have, the kind of good things that they've done on the field and off the field, but their right to protest as well. It took an owner willing to make that leap, and it took a general manager in Marty Herney and a coach in Ron Rivera to say, we're not worried about anything else. We are simply worried about making this football decision. And by the way, as far as the other things that this will entail, it is a 1-year deal for Eric Reid and for the Panthers. He had been seeking $3 million a year. We're not sure if he actually got that from the Panthers. Financial terms not yet available, but that is the ballpark of what he had been seeking. Obviously, would be prorated a little bit because we're several games into the season. He is coming in as a starter. He is going to play a lot. He's someone who they believe is a physical safety, a playmaking safety, someone who's going to come in and help the football team right away. And for the Panthers, they just got a lot of help in the secondary.
How much of it has to do with football and how much of it has to do with his stance in kneeling during the national anthem that has created this employment gap for him, that now he's finally landed a job there with the Panthers?
Well, no doubt his stance, his vocal support of Colin Kaepernick, his decisions in the past, we'll see going forward, but in the past, to kneel during the national anthem is obviously something that kept a lot of teams away. We'd be blind to say this is just something that didn't affect him. You don't have a player this talented, despite the depressed safety market this year that saw guys like Kenny Vaccaro sign for less than $2 million. There's no way that Eric Reid would be available at this point had he not been so vocal regarding his stances regarding Colin Kaepernick and his thoughts on the national anthem. That said, from what I am told, there really were not many discussions, if any discussions, with the Carolina Panthers on what he's going to do during the anthem. This was a football decision. They stuck to football, and this obviously is in contrast to what the Cincinnati Bengals did early in the offseason, where he came in. They liked him. It seemed like they wanted to sign him. They talked to him about what he would do during the anthem, did not love the answer, apparently, and then decided to go in a different direction. This one, they stuck to football, and now the Carolina Panthers have a very good football player.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. As you notice now that it took about, well, really, after the start of free agency, Eric Reid didn't have a job. Nobody wasn't even look at him. And all of a sudden, it took about a few weeks that the Carolina Panthers made that decision to sign Eric Reid. He's really a great safety, in my opinion. He's really basically a physical, hard-hitting safety, and all because he joined Colin Kaepernick taking a knee for the national anthem, and that's why they passed on him. Now, you heard what Ian Rapoport just said. He said that he's going to be a starter, which means he's going to be starting right away. They basically is going to do really well as a safety. So, again, it's going to be some interesting things going on. So, there's been talk, and I did a video earlier today that about, Colin Kaepernick's attorney, that there's going to be some rumblings going on with Colin Kaepernick himself signing with an NFL team soon. He said this week, so this week is almost gone. But the thing of it is that, with Colin Kaepernick and Eric Reid, and I think it's because when they filed a lawsuit against the NFL for collusion, they didn't have a choice. The NFL itself and all the owners didn't have a choice to say, well, you know what? No, we got to sign this guy now. So, I'm very happy for Eric Reid. He's finally get his chance now to play for, the Carolina Panthers, a football team that needed a safety. So I'm very happy for him, and I hope he's going to do well playing for the Panthers. Now, leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this video. Share this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my reaction channel. And subscribe to my Black Junction channel for all the news and commentary. With that being said, this is Lionston signing off. Deuces.